Hello everybody, this is Jasmina, and in this video I'm going to talk about the symbolic stars for general good luck, and this is number one. There'll be a second one, and then I'll go on to talk about money and health and relationships in separate videos. There's just so many symbolic stars that you can't do it in one. Now the these following stars really are for general good luck, even though sometimes it doesn't sound like it's so general, but it usually is. This is usually just called the Nobleman star. This is the Tai Yi uh, Nobleman. I forget how to pronounce that. But this is Big Yi, the Yinwood Nobleman. And it's one of the ones that is really, I think everything that every calculator out there that will tell you your symbolic stars will list this one. It's one that they always look at. And then there is one called the Heavenly Seal Nobleman. And a seal is like a stamp, an official stamp back in ancient China. So this is what that means. Then there's the 10 spiritual days. And it's not so much spiritual, it actually just still means good luck. Then we have the heavenly and monthly virtue, which act the same way, but they have different rules. So you might have one, you might have both, or you might have none. Unfortunately, that's the way it works, because these are nice to have. And then there's the gold god, which, even though it has the word gold in it, it's really more for general good luck that makes it easier, and it also tends to give you a better quality of a person. So it makes it easier to earn money. And then finally, we have the fortune god. Now, there are two different stars that are given this name in English, and it can get very confusing because when you just look up fortune god, you get a whole bunch of different rules. They have different names in Chinese, and so this is the important thing. Now, there are some websites that will call this one the longevity god, but this isn't longevity. This is basically good luck. So let's start with the Nobleman star. The star helps you find helpful people whenever you need them. So this doesn't necessarily give you any particular energy as a nobleman, but it helps you find noblemen. So you find your daymaster here, and if you have either of these branches in your chart, you are able to basically be your own nobleman in part, but this also helps you determine what kind of person might be a good nobleman for you. If you know their if you know their year of birth, this can usually help you. Now, if you've been watching my videos, you know I'm a Yinwood Daymaster, and interestingly, both my PhD advisor and my mentor in interior design were rats. So, kind of surprising. I mean, I didn't know this until after all of this, after I was finished with my schooling. So it's quite interesting. And but if you have this within your natal chart, you will have no trouble finding helpful people. And if you have it in a month chart, not a month chart, a luck pillar, that 10 years you'll have a lot better time finding people. So this is pretty good. It allows you to really make some forward progress in your life when you're having problems. Now, I don't have a monkey or a rat in my chart, so I don't have this. But it just happens to be that my two mentors were rats. That was their year animal. So just interesting. Now, the heavenly seal, it still helps you find helpful people, but It's basically more towards literary things or well-educated people, and uh, and it could include someone like a famous author or a blogger or a vlogger. Nowadays you would include those guys. So this time you don't look at your daymaster, you look at your year stem, the heaven stem of your year, and you find it and you see whether or not you have this animal that's listed with it in any of your branches, the, the year, the month, the day, or the hour, it doesn't matter. So this is my year stem, but I don't have a goat, so I don't have this either. And that's just the way it is. I guess I can live with it. So here are the 10 spiritual days. If you have one of these day pillars, it's the day pillar, nothing else. It has to be the day column. You don't look across columns, just one column. Then you have literary talent and are generally smart. So there are just 10 of them, 10 out of 60. That's, this is pretty rare. And you, again, look at the day pillar, just that one column. And of course, I don't have one of these. Um, but that's not unusual. Most people don't have one of these. So now we go into the heaven virtue. This is a really nice one. I kind of wish I had this one. This star helps protect you, and you will always get help when you are in a dangerous position. I mean, this is really, really good to have. So now we're going to look at your month branch, that is your month animal sign. And then you see if you have any stem or branch, because some of these are branches, some of these are stems. And we're looking at the heaven stem and the earthly branch. And you just see whether or not you have this. Now my month branch is an ox, but I have 0 yang metal in my chart. I don't even have it in the hidden stems, just totally missing. So I don't have this, and I'm kind of bummed about it. The monthly virtue does the exact same thing. It helps you to protect you when you're in a dangerous position. And this can be, both of these can be dangerous in terms of physical violence, or it can be dangerous in terms of politics in your office, all that kind of stuff. So it's really a really good star. So again, it's the month branch, and this time they're only stems. So this is all heaven stems. And again, this is my ox, and some of these are the same for both of these, and of course some of them are different. Again, I don't have any of this, so I don't have this either. Now the gold god, this star will give an individual firmness, determination, clarity, and agility. And that's really fantastic, because if you have this, you have a much better chance of earning decent money because you work hard. And again, this is at your day, and luckily it could also be your hour pillar, so there's 2 places to look. This is one of the few that actually look at the hour. And again, this has to be, it's either your day pillar or your hour pillar. You don't mix the two. So if you would have to have wood ox in the day or wood ox in the hour, not wood here and then maybe the other one it had ox. So that doesn't work that way. It's a pillar. And so there's only 3 out of 60. That's like 5%. I don't expect anybody to have one of these, but if you do a little happy dance. Now, the fortune god is actually quite complicated. So this is a bit overwhelming. I'm going to go through it with just one row to help you understand how to use this table. So first off, let's just deal with the first one, the yang wood. This is your daymaster. If you have a tiger anywhere in your natal chart, that it doesn't matter which branch it is or which pillar it is, as long as you have a tiger and you have some metal. These two are metal. These will be your direct officer and the 7K. So if you see that in your natal chart, you know you'll have one of these. If you have that, then you have this formation at some level. Now, it does have several different names. The Chinese Metasoft site calls this thriving. It could be the blessing god. It could be the fortune god, but the Chinese is the same. So again, if you have a Yangwood Day Master and a Tiger, and you have some metal in your chart, in your natal chart, then you have this. And it doesn't seem like you need both, as long as you have one. Now, if you also have these and you have some either IW or DW in your natal chart, that's your wealth. That, in this case, this is what it would be. It would be the earth. So if you have that, then you can become wealthy. If you don't have it, you still have good luck, but you don't have such a large ability to gain money. You're more average. It doesn't mean you're going to be poor. It just means you'll be closer to average. Now, the last thing you need to check is, do you have a clash? And this is where it gets a bit complicated, because the website, of course, is only in Chinese, and they didn't even give a single example, which would have been very helpful. But it's either a metal, yang metal monkey would cause problems. That would either severely weaken this thriving or fortune god, or maybe even destroy it. I'm not 100% sure if it has to be yang metal or if it just has to be monkey, because it's clashing with this branch. And so it may only just be monkey. So I just want to warn you that that could be true. So for the horse, if you have, for the yin earth, if you have a horse and you have some wood and water, and you don't have the rat, you should have it. And it should be strong. So there is this website here, which is in Chinese, basically this is where I got all this information, and it took me over a day to understand it because they don't give an example. But if you translate it into English, you're going to see this this word, guansha. This is like it'll be direct officer, that's the guan, and the sha is the 7 killings. So the sha is killings, and I think the guan is officer. So this is where we get this, that you have to have these. And of course, depending on what your daymaster is, that will change what the element is that will be here. And that's why I listed this all. I hope the chart is now clear enough. If not, you may have to watch it a couple times, the last couple slides a few times. It's not terribly complicated, but it's also not terribly easy either. So I actually have in my, I have a wood rabbit in my day pillar. So I do have this. I have some yin metal, no yang metal, but some yin metal. I have a significant amount of earth, and I do not have a rooster. So the Chinese Metasoft site calls this thriving, and I do have it. I mean, it indicates that I do have this. So I'm happy. My first one that you've seen so far that I actually have. So that's it for this thing. Part 2 is coming, and you can watch more when I get there. Thanks again for watching.